Great.
That was the
Hi.
best intro.
Hi,
ever,
everybody. I'm so
ever.
glad that you missed my intro because it was a rough one. The voice audio was muted because I have a new computer and I have to reselect it on Windows. I've never done. I haven't done this game since I got the new computer. So there you go. I was just talking about how dragons bite, slash, and breathe fire, and then I was confused about the nature of fire. Oh.
I was gonna ask you, Philip. Do you think how many shows, just in general, do you think you've run on here? Like 500? You think you've run 500 episodes of stuff on this channel?
I don't think 500. I think
Like 250?
that's probably that. It's maybe not quite there, but
375.
it's getting up towards that. Sure.
Do you think one of those intros was concise?
Oh,
and to
the
point and
the
professional?
blood from a stone is very frequently concise. Blood from a stone's easy because I just say, hey, something scary, and welcome to another this kind of fearful feeling of this. Those I knock those out of the park every time. The gray and the dark ones have been universally perfect. The gray and the dark ones have every time I do the gray and the dark intro, I say I spontaneously come up with just like perfect noir prose, and my players sit there and they just appreciate what I've said. That's what happens every time on that.
This is news to me.
Also, the Star Wars ones are always concise because it's just a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But I inflect it like that, far, far away. Hello, Raiders.
Actually,
Hi, you're
hello,
really coming
Raiders.
here for,
We actually have a moment where we can actually, Raiders, before we get started, we can actually do a real thing about what we do here.
Yeah, welcome.
What
This
this
is
game
we typically have raids in the middle of stuff and I'm unaware of it, but here we can explain. Yes, welcome to Here Be Dragons. I'm the Dragon Master. Surrounding me here be dragons. These dragons have been shape changed into draconics or dragonborn, sort of, humanoid dragons, much to their unhappiness, and stuck in a Shadowland, Dreadland, Domain of Dread kind of situation where they, from whence they cannot escape, and they are trying to gather as much treasure as they can because they're still dragons, and one of them is maybe a crypto bro, but he's not here tonight, so.
Can I just say that calling this a domain of dread, and also recognizing this is pretty much 3000 BC Egypt,
Mhm.
I don't know that there's much of a difference. Like, it
No.
all sounds just about as awful.
It just depends. It just depends on which level of the pyramid you were.
There you go. That is true.
Sure,
We
the
are not
pharaohs
high
did
on
not
that.
think of it as a domain of dread.
We are definitely lower on that pyramid, my
Yeah,
friend.
that is true.
Definitely
So yes,
lower.
the current sort of domain they're in is a sort of is full of pyramids. It's a desert. It's a place called High Delket, and they are making their way through various tombs and gathering treasure. But they're in one right now that is called the Great Pyramid of Eternal Diversion. And slowly but surely, our poor dragons are realizing that name actually really did explain what's going on here. They, though in typical RPG fashion, in game time, they've wasted like 6 hours. In human soul time, we have wasted weeks.
This is our fourth session in this.
Yeah.
This one.
And they're slowly but surely just being distracted by the people in here saying, oh, we can do this, and beginning to get the sense that Auset, an immortal draconic bard in here, she seems to always know just what to say to not let them kind of just make any progress on such and say, oh, but why do you go do this or that? And sure enough, she has done a great job tempting them with one last trinket, because... Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I'm starting to realize that I'm gonna start to enact boundaries. I saw another influencer talk about boundaries, and I'm gonna have some.
Well,
That's a very wise thing, Shishu. It's
Thank
important to know where inbounds and outbounds are,
Yeah,
and to enforce those.
yeah.
I've always said, as those with power can make the rules as they see fit. It's one of the benefits. So I applaud your idea of creating those boundaries. Put
We
them in
have
spaces
more
that you
power
want.
than we think.
Indeed.
That's
Indeed.
probably true.
But never as much as we want.
I
Well,
mean, that's definitely true.
I'm gonna write that
Or
down and
treasure.
post that.
You definitely don't have as much treasure as you want.
Treasure is power. By the way,
Right.
I started with a beard when we were in here. Shaved my beard, and now I have my beard back, and we still have to, get to leave this
That's
little
how long
pyramid.
we've been here.
That sounds
that out.
about right. And yet, do you prefer this? Do you prefer this, or the one where all of the aberrations want to eat you?
So
I
hard.
don't know.
That's a
I'm
hard-
starting to miss the aberrations
Sure.
now.
Or the eyes.
Let's
Remember all
see-
the
okay.
eyes? Actually, you guys don't remember
Let's
the
see
eyes.
what
That's the
happens
whole-
after
At
today.
least
I like
you
the murder
knew who
mystery
the enemy
party
was.
So, in any case, our dragons, after suffering many diversions here in the Great Pyramid of Eternal Thereofs, have chosen to maybe just take up this bard on one last thing. She said. She suggested, because they said, give us something valuable and we'll take it to Sepajay. Who's Sepajay? They're not really sure, but she thinks they're with Sepajay, and therefore they're like, okay, cool. They've suggested Sepajay maybe outside the mist. I don't know what's going on. The point is, this bard, whom they all suspect probably is onto them to some extent, said, well, my most valuable thing is not these instruments I have. It would be in the hoard there, the secret hoard. Don't take any of the cursed treasure. Go follow these complicated instructions, and you can get a ring of Wenha. And the ring of Wenha has one wish left on it, which our avaricious dragons went, okay, that sounds interesting. I believe the exact words that Lord Buku used were, okay, now wait a minute. When people were saying, should we just do this other thing? I believe the way he phrased it is, okay, hold on, now that's interesting.
Well,
So,
and to be fair to us, and as also an explainer to like our people who are joined who haven't seen us like advance at all in this, like treasure is like literally experience for us. Like the more treasure we have, that is how we advance and grow and become more powerful. It's
true.
literally the size of our hoard affects how powerful.
that is
Can
that
we
is
As a
wish-
game mechanic.
yes.
Can
that
we
is a
wish
great
for 1,000 wishes, or is it one of those genie lamps with the technicality?
I would say that Lord Buku probably would have explained that you probably cannot wish for more wishes. The what you can wish for, although since we're not running this in a 5e thing, it's a little more loose what you can wish for. You probably can't wish for more wishes just because they'll find a way around that, but you don't have to just use it to recreate a spell, you know.
Can we wish for getting out of this dread realm?
That is a really interesting question. And as far as Lord Buku knows, I'll give this to you because last time, Lord Buku, you had some high Arcana-based rolls.
I do not believe getting out of this domain of dread is among the powers of this.
Yes, it is. You
Dread.
believe
Dread.
that these dreadlands can even prevent sort of that deific magic of a wish, but this ring is a special thing, and this ring is related to a deity with whom you are not precisely familiar, Lord Buku, but you know she is something of like a wish-granting deity of some kind. She is connected to wish in some way, so perhaps... You don't strike me as a group who'd ever go looking for a loophole, so I won't even say more, but you
Oh,
wonder
no.
if maybe there's a
Have you met my brother?
Can we wish for the pharaoh to be dead? To drop dead?
par exemplar.
Our first goal is to get the ring. Then we
First goal
can
is to get
debate
the
over
ring.
what to wish.
And I believe that my friends do have a list of instructions for acquiring that ring safely.
I do, indeed.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not they will follow
No.
that, separate conversation. They have also been extremely illusioned by Elan, who is not currently here tonight, but he used a bunch of magic to illusion them, so they are a little bit undetectable. Shishu and Elan are waiting outside of that. Meanwhile, XigXag's upstairs. There's a concert going on. She's following to the concert. It's all good.
Maybe.
So, with all that in mind, we're going to begin chapter 31
Whoa.
of Here Be Dragons with the following
Okay.
dreadful invocation. I never knew so many bad times could follow me so mercilessly. It's almost surreal, all the pain that I feel. The future ain't what it used to be. So, my friends, first of all, can everybody please roll for luck? What you do is you roll your 4d8. 48. Oh yeah, and for any new viewers, we are using a sort of a system that's based on a few things, but is fairly unique to our channel here. It is a dice pool system, but you are not looking for the highest total or successes. What you're looking for is the most matches. So you roll d8s, and you're hoping that as many of them match each other as possible. And there are kind of as a tiebreaker or as a little thing here and there can be subjective ideas related to this. Those dice are called horde dice. If you say it fast, it sounds like something else. And the horde dice have different kinds of treasure. Horde dice. So did anyone get any matches on their opening luck roll?
I got a weapon match.
Congratulations. You have 4 luck for today. You have 4 dice in your luck pool. Tongart?
No, wait, no, I have... Wait, so I don't keep the 5 from last time and add to
Every
it?
week it resets. Every session it resets.
Oh.
So you have 4 today. Tongart, you have 4. Buku? 1 match, you have 5
Yep,
because
I got 1 match.
because of 1 match because you have your luck stone. XigXag, how did you do?
I have one.
Then you also have 4 today. So basically everyone's kind of at the mean, and Lord Buku has a little extra thanks to a magic item. Wonderful, friends. So with that, I think I would like... only Lord Buku or Tongart would need to do a luck match here, but I would like Shishu, XigXag, and either Buku or Tongart to make a luck roll. This is simply to determine where we start.
Shall I?
You've got the 5.
Wait, my luck roll is how many?
4.
So I roll 4.
It's basically just re-roll the 4 like last time. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a pair of 1s.
Pair of
Hot
ones. Ooh.
I have a pair of 5s.
Ooh.
0 pair.
0 pairs. I am going to say that in this situation, in terms of like where we look first, we're always going to intention inspiration before knowledge and secrecy. So, Buku and Tongart, we will open in the thick of the action as the two of you push open. Or actually, I believe we said there were not doors leading into this horde. It's just kind of an aperture of some kind. You begin to walk through the stone, and you have been illusioned by your friend or acquaintance, Elon, depending on, Tongart would say friend. Lord Buku might describe him elsewise. You two walk through a stone passage. At the end of this passage, you see 2 beautifully carved metal sculptures. You believe they are made of bronze, but they are also bedecked with gems. They depict 2 draconics. They are life-size. They are holding sort of like ceremonial weapons, long-handled, fan-bladed axes. And they are statues.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Very specifically, I want to ascertain if these happen to be some kind of guardian sentinels,
Absolute.
or like visual sentinels.
I love it. I love it.
Will they possibly attack us, or are they observing us?
Mhm.
Now, what do I roll for that?
Oh,
Investigate, analyze.
I would say that's an analyze, and you can add. You know what? This is going to be a huge one. Add all your Arcana on this. This is classic. Is this magic? So yes, you can do an analyze with all of that on there. So for you, that is you know what you're going to hit the max at that point. So you're just roll 10 dice and you can change one after the fact.
Yeah, that's 3 separate pairs.
Oh.
Artwork, tome, and weapon. And I can bump one of those to a triple.
Bump one to a triple. Which one would you like?
Probably, I would imagine Tome.
Tome, I would
I'm
think, is
trying
the
to-
good one for learning
that makes
things,
sense.
knowledge, learning the secrets. Lord Buku, you do strongly suspect that these are sentinels. These would animate. They do not seem to be noticing you guys. Perhaps the illusion was strong enough that it is. This illusion is going to even thwart, the visual detection that they would have.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tongart, Master Lasso.
Yeah, Lord.
Why am I-
Yeah, what's up, Lord Bukabazao?
First off, I don't know why I'm speaking that way. That accent is not my own. I get
We're in
Playing
an
that
overwhelming
character-
situation. It's going to affect us in all kinds of ways.
that character from the mystery just kind of threw me off. My question is, so I believe these are
Right, I still
sentinels
have
that are
this.
designed to stop us, or get in our way somehow, some way. I think that no, that's not happening. I think that perhaps don't know what would key them off. Maybe we should just look down at the ground as we pass through and not make eye contact, or just
I
try to be
contact
as
with the
stealthy
treasure.
as possible.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I think there's going to be a lot of obstacles and temptations in here. Remember, we know all the gold is cursed. I'm suspecting there's probably a lot of the valuables.
Everything
will
is
be-
cursed but the
Right.
ring.
Well, we don't know that that's true. That's the thing is we're going to run into some items that were not listed as being cursed, and I'm a little concerned about that.
Well, look, I don't think everything
think
in
it's-
here is out to kill us. I just merely feel that
But I just think we need to be focused because we don't know what else could be a problem.
of course,
We're here to get the
It's
ring.
So
We get
don't
the ring
touch
and we get out.
everything as we walk past
What-
it like I've been doing.
Well, you're not
this is
coming
just
with
a-
us.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
it's just
because
this is just
you'll
a- I-
immediately catch the Pharaoh's attention.
Thank you.
I understand.
I mean, I honestly, in light of just in terms of making things for playability, he extended a good bit of power. If Shishu, if you would like to join them, having also been illusioned by your brother, I am comfortable with that. If you don't just want to be standing out there and leave
I would
Elwyn
like to. I
alone.
mean, listen, I auditioned for Dragon Idol, so I can sing the notes if you need somebody to sing. I don't know.
That is true. Actually, you were talking about that last week. All right, if Tongart and Lord Buku are comfortable with this, I will say Shishu can be accompanying as well, if you would like. Just so now we're not
Are you
we don't
gonna-
have a three-way split, just a two.
Are you going to retroactively apply the illusion to her as well?
Yeah,
or-
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He expended a lot of power for that magic,
Sure,
so
sure.
he can cover three of you. That's fine.
And I'm telling you, I'm not going to touch every item along the way like I would normally do. I'm being very respectful.
It concerns me more that you felt the need to say that than just.
I want to set your
Yeah.
minds at ease.
I think I appreciate
Part
that.
of my new boundary initiative.
That's good. That's good.
Boundary initiative.
I have boundaries. I don't have to touch every single thing that I want to take and steal as part of my hoard.
Well, as we know, we are going into a look but don't touch situation. I think this is what I was trying to get to, Master Lasso, that these two statues here are a don't look, don't touch situation. So I suggest we all make like those quadruped beasts of burden and put blinders on and pass through
Great.
as surreptitiously as possible.
I'm in
Are we
concurrence.
disguised right now, you said?
You
Well, I-
are like.
Well, I don't need to do chameleon scales or anything like that.
You know what? If you throw it on top of it,
Oh.
that'll just make it nice, and that'll just assist with it. Because yeah, you guys have you guys are sort of just you have an illusion over you that just keeps the eye away from you, kind of avoids detection, avoids stuff. You're not purely invisible. You can all see each other, but yeah,
I can still hear you. I just have to deal with a bug situation.
understood and upsetting.
Don't kill it if it's a spider.
They do kill the other bugs. So you
I would
are,
never kill a spider. It's a fly. It needs to go. It's
Oh, they need to die. Sorry, go
Uh,
on, Phil.
It's
So-
just great when people talk out of character in character. It
Yeah.
just makes me super happy.
Yeah, it's just somehow you're still you. So you see these two large sentinels kind of, once you've walked through the passage, beyond them in a way that fills your dragon stomachs with little wyvern butterflies. What you see with fairy dragons, I suppose, what you see before you are some Scrooge McDuck style like piles of gold coins. Some full on like Aladdin, like Cave of Wonders. It is, and it's been a minute since you guys have experienced this. You see that like on either side. There's a little path wending its way. You know that you were trying to go to zone. Well, you know there is a zone you're trying to go to. I'll let you tell me which zone you look for. But you can see that the columns have some carvings on them, and you can deduce like you are looking as you walk in. You do see that there is a sort of carving that says AA.
And I don't
Is-
touch anything, but
Well-
I get as close as I can and just smell it.
So you guys walk past the
This is-
sentinels who do not move.
This is gonna
I
be a
have rope.
long walk, everyone. We're gonna have to. We're looking for ZH.
You have some rope, sure. You also notice that like there are here or there some little like plinths and things that might have like a vase on it or a little statue, and somehow there seems to be that beautiful rainbowy light is shining down on them. In addition, to make you feel so classy, you guys know how like in a, how like when you're in like a Nordstrom and there's like someone playing the piano, and it just makes you feel like I should spend more money because I'm like a cultured person. There is this beautiful music that's kind of just playing, and as you get close, it is not playing. It's not getting louder in response to you. This is some real Disneyland Imagineering going on, where like the music, like you can't hear the music that's playing there, but when you come around a corner, now that one fades away, and suddenly you hear this other thing, and the music seems to like really being setting the vibe for, ooh, look at this vase. Here's kind of a vase track. Ooh, let's move on. Yeah, Statuette City. Come on, let's do. Yeah.
It's been so long since I've heard a good vase track. I have to tell you.
Exactly.
I mean,
seriously.
oh, it really sets. Okay, I would like to tie the rope around myself.
Okay.
I would like to hand the other end to Master Lasso, and
All
say,
right.
you and I should probably be on the edge, as I believe we can resist whatever temptations here the best. Perhaps Shishu should be in the middle, but I don't trust any of us on our own. I think we should
That's fair.
tie ourselves to each other.
Do you ever smell with your mouth sometimes?
All the time.
What?
Oh.
What are y'all talking about? What is this mouth
She's
smelling?
inhaling the scent of gold.
What is this?
It's just
what is this
just
mouth
wiping
smell
drool
thing?
away.
I don't think I'm getting it. Can you?
I mean, you don't taste that, Master Lasso.
Oh, taste it. I understand. Oh, you mean tasting the vapors? I got it. I got
They
it.
are,
Okay,
they are
yeah.
5 feet in.
Mm.
They have made it 5 feet into the horde. They are tying themselves together.
This is gonna be
and
a
they're
long
getting
day.
and they've made it 5 feet in, and they've been said all the normal gold's cursed. The only thing you want to take is what's in this thing. And they are kneeling down and sucking in. Just
The gold
oh,
air.
I can taste the gold in my mouth.
I can taste the gold in my mouth.
All right. I think maybe you are correct, Lord Buku. Let's go ahead and tie ourselves all up in some sort of
Yeah.
daisy chain kind of situation.
Yes, that's my thinking as well. All right, I'm going to
Maybe you should plug up your noses. So you
lead us forward.
All right.
I would like to, as I go forward, I'm going to, in order to keep my mind on track, I'm going to make a mental tier list of all just the best treasure pieces as we go forward.
Understood, just so that they're in your brain. That I think
I'm going to acknowledge them, rank them, and keep them organized in my head.
I think that is I can understand how that would seem like an analyze, but I really think that is a calculate. I think that is this
Sure.
is about the numbers. This is about the value. You're kind of like put tier list. What is
Oh,
S
yes.
tier?
Oh, yes.
What is S tier?
it's-
What is A tier? Yeah.
You know, it's not just value, but there's also emotional value, usefulness,
Or
practicality.
to put it into other terms, which of the treasure would be gold, which would be purple, which would be blue, which would be green, and which would just be like kind of like gray common.
Gray.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's from
yes,
from a game I heard about. I think it's from a game called Worlds of Warcrafting.
It's every
Yes,
game.
yes.
That's
Similar
the one
game,
that
yes,
that's
yes.
the game that I think that's the game that Warcrafted it.
I like to rank them into like tiers of like legendary, epic, rare, uncommon,
Mythic rare.
Yeah, mythic. Yes, that would be. Oh my, mythic. I only hope we run into that. Yeah,
Boy. All right, so go ahead and make your calculate.
that's a weapon success.
A weapon success. You're finding strength in that sort of. You're just kind of like you're doing this in a very like, okay, that made of that material this much, this made of this material this, but you're going pure just boom. You know, but it is what you're trying to do is keeping your head in the situation, which is a great thing to do. Tongard or Shishu, as the two of you walk through, is there anything you are doing to kind of keep your eyes on the prize, or are you checking out? When you hear the dulcet tones of the vase are you listening to the vase? When you hear a statuette bop, are you?
My plan here is to just sort of drone on and try to like keep us talking and stuff like that. Now I can do that, or I do have a +2 in small talk subjects if you just want me to make a roll for it. So I don't know.
I think
so
I'll
actually talk for 25 minutes straight.
That's absolutely great. Shishu, so yeah, I'm gonna have you do that. Tongard, you can roll and explain. Actually, wait. If you
Definitely
have a
need a
better
little
thing.
taste of it though. We need a little taste of.
Yeah, no, you
Tongard.
got to do some of it. I would say. No, yeah, that's fine. Do a charm and add that +2. You can add the whole small talk.
Okay.
Shishu, what are you at?
I want to be really polite to Tongard, carrying on, but I'm also like, I'm also doing that so I can exhale enough so I can breathe in the gold.
Cool. Make a smell roll that's under your vitality.
Is she trying to roll low on this one?
Yes.
Oh, 6. Oh my god, I have good sense of smell.
All right. So, Lord Buku, you rolled 1 success. Great.
1 success.
1 success. Tongard, how did you do?
I have 3 pairs.
3 pairs. Which one would you like to
Wow.
go with?
Just all these different threads of conversation he's saying all to himself.
Let's see here. I've got tome, trinket, and artwork. Maybe trinket.
Trinket. Yeah. No, I think that makes a lot of sense. That is kind of because trinket is about like memory, kind of like keeping the mind on these sorts of things. Great. Okay, so we have a success there. There. Shishu, what did you get?
A success in trophy.
On just 1 level success.
Mm-hmm.
2nd degree. Great. Okay, Tongard, go ahead and hit us with something.
So I know that you always are. I know I always have sort of apples on me, and the reason for that is that actually a lot about my family grows. You know, I come from the agricultural regions of Wyrmloth, so we have a lot of apple orchards, right? And so like there's all these different varietals of apples. You know, my favorites are more of these sort of the buku, from your region, buku, the bazan, ones that we sort of grow in our region that were sort of first created over there.
The best, of course.
But
yes.
I'm certain one of your ancestors. That is sort of one of the ones that's kind of got like a sweet yet crispy bite to it all. The one that we have that probably is the most is sort of the Crimson Delicious one. But actually, I think that one just gets sort of a bad rap. It's just about how it's grown. You know, you got to kind of make sure the temperature of the soil is correct.
So
during
as
the
the
whole
3 of
process.
you carry on through this area with Tongard droning, Lord Buku calculating, and Shishu savoring. At this point, you have been exposed to the treasure long enough that you must make a resist coercion roll. Lord Buku and Tongard, you both gain 1 bonus on your roll. So you add just 1 more die to the roll. Lord Buku, that is because you are distracting your mind. Tongard, this is because you're distracting everyone's minds. Shishu, you receive 1 penalty on the roll.
Wait, which one am I rolling?
It is under will. Oh no. Well, you have a 5, so you only get 4 because you have a penalty. Or
Okay.
you could spend power to get 1 back. You could spend 2 power to cancel that out.
you think tome or coinage is more?
Honestly, either one here, you just want 1 degree of success, I would say.
I got 1 degree of success
Perfect.
in artwork.
In artwork, okay.
I got 2 degrees of success.
Ooh.
We'll say in coinage, as I take comfort in my tier listing.
Nice. So you at the 3, a 3rd degree?
Yes, I have a dragon die, so I had
Perfect. So you have a 3rd
success
degree.
in each.
Shishu has a 1st degree or a 2nd degree. And Tongard, how are you doing?
I also have a 2nd degree. I'm going to choose to go with artwork over gemstone because I want to get away from that obsession.
I think that makes sense. Yes, all of you. I'll say that all of you are like, oh, but, and you all sort of. It's not a simultaneous thing. This is not like a magic effect that just hit you. This is the cumulative of you are making your way through. Lord Buko, I assume you're leading them based on what columns you're seeing. You're trying to get to what?
ZH.
Okay.
ZH. ZH.
ZH. All right. So
I want to remind you, I had all this memorized and was reciting it back to you 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Do not recall any of it right now.
I got it all.
I did at one point know all this.
I wrote all down.
And you are starting at A.
There you
It's
go.
a long
as
walk.
you guys make your way through, XigXag, we're gonna cut to you.
Okay.
XigXag, you are at the back of a performance venue here in the pyramid, with the beautiful sort of like white marble walls that have these rainbow-colored flames. This kind of this screen-savory vibe in here, with these illusory flames around. There are several other draconics in here. You have put on like a white robe as if you were just in the bathhouses, and you said you're staying at the back of the room to try to not be observed. There are probably 40 or 50 draconics in here, as well as another 40 or 50 like undead. Just kind of like many of the undead are, some of them are skeletons, but all have some kind of, reptilian or draconic like shape to them. The lights suddenly darken, and then on stage is illuminated as Outset steps out and says, "Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing tonight? Make some noise, darlings. Make some noise. Let me know you love me." And everyone begins to clap. XigXag, do you clap?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you give a... Outset kind of smiles, drinks it in, and then says, "All right, that's enough. I'm going to play a song for you now. Why? Because that's what I do. And music is the only thing that we have. Aside from food, laughter, fun, sex, games, treasure, and hobbies." She pauses for a moment. And sports sometimes. Now, let us begin. And she pulls those pipes off of her back. And she begins to play XigXag. It is a sort of virtuosic, kind of fast-paced sort of song. Something you weren't expecting for sort of pipes like that. She clearly has serious breath control. I think you might remember Eldo mentioning that they used to have an undead bard in here, but their breath control wasn't so good with the, So you get why you got an immortal one instead. But she's playing this song. It's very pleasant. Many of the draconics and even some of the undead begin to dance. For the most part, the undead are just kind of filling up space, but the draconics are dancing about. Soon a few other sort of musicians have come out behind her, and they're playing, some accompanying music.
Is there any sort of enchantment aspect of this music?
Let's look at what you would roll to determine that. I guess... Why don't you roll a detect vibe? It's in the green will column.
I got nothing.
You don't sense anything magical about the performance. And no one is acting enchanted to a degree that they are like... No one is acting enchanted to the point that... Or no one is acting in such a way you're like, this person is clearly enchanted right now. No one seems to be acting weird. But they seem to really be enjoying it.
I'd like to slowly back out of the room.
Okay. As you back out of the room, the music suddenly stops. And Owset says, "Wait! What's wrong? Who's leaving? What's wrong? Did I misplay a note? What's happening? What's going on?" And suddenly the house lights kind of come up, as it were, and everyone is looking at you, XigXag.
I start to dance.
False alarms! Just repositioning. And then the lights go back down and she continues playing.
I guess I'm stuck here.
Well, wonder what's happening to them down below. Cut back to Lord Buku.
Apple juice, apple cider, apple wine, apple teenies, apple punch.
Lord Buku, at this point, you have come to a larger nexus of roads. You can certainly see that you're going in the right direction. However, they're unlike many of the other plinths that are like set amidst piles of just gold and gems and things. You have now come upon a larger piece of artwork that sits in the middle of the passage. It is on it's about a foot tall, kind of like a big marble column, but like it's like a foot tall and maybe like 10 feet wide, 10 feet in diameter. So it's like this like little thing like this. What you see is it's a piano. It's a grand piano. It seems to be made entirely of diamond.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately
I guess I
stop
should-
and I turn
I guess I
around.
shouldn't play it. I guess I shouldn't play it.
I stop, I turn around, and I extend my hands to Shishu, and I say, "Shishu, this is going to be the hardest thing you've ever done. I need you to trust me. Hold my hands, and we'll get through this together."
I take his hands and I
Is this
tell
like
him
a group
about...
thing? Are we like all holding hands, like in a circle kind of thing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Great.
So tied together and holding hands is real.
Yeah, just,
Buku just kind of
this
glares
is very
slightly at Lasso,
starting
and
to
then
be
is
a
like,
little bit Mel Brooks now.
"Of course."
We gotta support each other, right?
And I talk about the time that I...
Yes, we do, Master Lasso. We should support each other. Thank you.
I talk about the time that I took piano for 6 months.
Mm.
And I got
Mhm.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
just-
your dad didn't like
I
it.
lead them all around the piano, ever so
Dad,
slowly
my
and
dad was too
carefully.
busy to come to my piano recital. You guys.
That doesn't surprise anyone. As you guys creep,
I'm sure you were amazing.
you creep around the diamond piano. It is not playing. You don't hear any music from it, but as you get to the far side of it, all three of you, I think you all probably have 6 Hordes dice for listen under Vitality. I would imagine you're all around it.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. As you get
Yeah.
to the other side of it, you hear a voice speaking. The voice is speaking in the draconic tongue. And the voice is sort of just very softly saying, "Oh man, of course, if I could get out of here, that would be the real trick. Yeah. Get out of here, that would really be the way to do it. Yeah, somebody could get me out of here. That would be a really
Nope.
good idea.
Nope.
Yeah.
I make eye contact with Lasso and Shishu and just like shake my head. Mm-mm.
Another voice says, "Yeah, but I don't really know if there's a way to get out of here. Yeah, you say this all the time. I know, but I don't know. I just got a feeling right now. Maybe there's a way out of here for you and me, right? Or maybe just me. I don't know. I mean, I think both of us. I mean, either one of us. Neither of us are going anywhere. We're treasure." It's like, no. We're so much more than treasure. I mean, we are treasure, but we're so much more than treasure. We're living treasure, you know? And no one even treasures us that much, right? So, Lord Buku, would you please make a look roll? As you are kind of leading by the hands. One person whose hand you want to hold and one person whose hand you resent.
I don't. I did briefly resent. That's a success. Single success in weapon and coinage.
Weapon or coinage? Which would you like to choose for this?
I think for right now, weapon.
Weapon. I will say that you look, but your irritation with Tongart, kind of, we're gonna go with the negative here. It's not causing this to be a problem, but like, because you're sort of like being focused on this and being like, what is that sound? You kind of grip Tongart's hand very tightly because you resent him. You know, you're angry with him. But as you sort of look back, you do notice that sort of like the next plinth over has a small sort of statuette of a looks like a large sort of like scorpion that's made of various gemstones and gold, and it is moving slightly, and you believe that is where one of the voices is coming from.
I immediately drop it down one rank, being annoying and getting in my way.
And beyond that, you see a scarab, a sort of carved scarab statue that seems to be the other voice.
You just hear me whisper, epic. Would be legendary. Those are epics.
It's occurring to me that in our current configuration, it's maybe hard to move, so I'm gonna just sort of move back to my place in the back of the line, I guess.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Are we past the piano?
You've made your way around the piano now. Kind of the next thing you pass are these two things. But they're saying like the scorpion's like, hold on, I hear something. Yeah, you hear yourself talking like you always do. No. Somebody's here, I think. Somebody who's gonna get us out of here because we're valuables. Hello? Any invisible people or monsters or ghosts? We're valuable things. We can play tricks because we are like, we're made of goods, but we've been animated. Anybody want to take us out of this place? Hello? We know all about the other treasure.
Honestly, this is sort of helpful because like the more they talk, the less I want to actually go anywhere near or carry these things.
Okay, now I can almost hear something too.
All Buku says is rare, in agreement. Rare.
I hear something.
Rare.
Yeah, we know stuff. We know what's cursed and what's not. If you are people who are invisible, unless you're mean, in which case we're just normal. Don't take us. Yeah, but I know you're not mean. Invisible presences I can't quite sense. No, okay. You guys head on past. Because of the irritation, you are able to get past any sort of resist coercion from them. So we're going to cut back to XigXag. XigXag, look under your vitality and give me an endurance roll because you are dancing.
Oh. Hey, I should be a good dancer.
It makes sense. It's just this is more about the endurance is under vitality.
Yes.
Make those dice stand.
I have a triple tome.
So a tome, perfect. Actually, then I'm going to go a triple. This will be a total victory for you, but I'm gonna put a slight bit of the negative connotation of this one on as well. XigXag, you are dancing so well that like other dragons are like noticing and like complimenting you. Wow. A little part of you is like
shaking my booty.
Yeah, and a little part of you is like like there's a little pride
tail
to this.
is just flipping in there. It's just
and Outset.
It's like Studio 66,
Question.
Yeah.
Are you dancing like a dragon or are you dancing like a dragonborn?
No.
I'm dancing like me.
So
it's
like a dragon. That's yeah. So you are really like moving in a dragony way. The draconics are impressed. Perfect. Thank you, XigXag. Outset finishes her song, but she immediately starts another. And now a line dance forms, and they're all, everyone's kind of together, and it's you catch on pretty quick with that endurance, because even if you don't immediately get it, you have the energy to keep going. So we're gonna cut back.
Apple crisp, apple crumble. I know those things sound like the same thing, but it's about texture and depth, so they are different. Apple pie, of course. Apple cider donuts.
Well, what do you make anything besides apples?
Oh yeah, I mean we have all kinds of things. Would you like me to go into all the things we can do with dragon fruit? There's a lot of fruit in what we grow in the orchards.
I'm getting.
Spoilers. It's going to be a
I'm
lot of the
getting
same things, except I'm going to say dragon fruit instead of apple.
At this
Dragon
Right,
fruit cider,
right.
dragon fruit teenies.
At this point, dragons, you are all, as you sort of like turn a corner, you have made it, I would say. If you start, if we're saying you probably wouldn't have started at AA. You would have come in at like, you probably like came in at like AM, you know?
Okay.
Or like AJ, kind of like you came in somewhere in the middle. You're moving through, so you're kind of going to Z. So you're kind of, as you're moving back. So at this point, you are probably getting towards like, you're at like RH, SH, that zone.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
But you do see one of the larger, kind of in the same way that piano kind of was like in like a central hub. You see another larger piece like that. This one. Now this one's interesting. Another thing you guys haven't seen in a minute. What this is a set. This is a breastplate for a dragon. This is draconic armor. This is like a breastplate that you would put on a dragon with sort of like pieces that, and it's like it's being hung, and so there's pieces like that you would put like over the wings as well. Some kind of like this is a suit of armor for a dragon larger than any of you in dragon form, but something to aspire to. It's almost like if you had loot that this was cool, you feel like you'd just be bigger because it's so valuable, you know?
So, like, Shishu wants armor all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me give a little more detail about this armor. The armor
Okay.
is white with gold, blue, and red sort of trim.
Oh, God.
It is covered in hieroglyphics, kind of telling some sort of story. If you get a little closer, you can see. It seems symbols of dragons. It's probably you're not sure if this predates the arrival of the pharaoh, but it definitely is dragon based. And Lord Buku, no roll is required to determine there is definitely a magical component to this armor.
I whisper uncontrollably. Can't help myself.
Of course.
All right. Okay.
Let us take a moment here and
Okay.
just remind ourselves why we have come. This is but one suit of armor. Right? No matter how fabulous it is, but one suit of armor. We are about to get a ring with an entire wish to it. We could wish for all of us to have a suit of armor that would put this one to shame.
That
There
is
are-
very true.
This is but a trinket on our way towards eternal glory.
That is an excellent point, Buku. And while that wealth you're speaking about right now is honestly theoretical, also I don't know how we would get this out of here. It's so big.
The practicalities are in themselves problematic.
If
Well
we had
said,
gone.
Mr. Lascelles.
We are lucky we didn't do this in a different order because we have gone to that other temple where we had like the fortress where we could just kind of shove everything inside of that collapsed down. We might be in a lot bigger trouble because then we'd all be like, well, we just shoved that in there. So I'd like to
Right.
look at this like everything we've just done over the last 72 hours. It feels like that we've been in here.
Such a win. Such a win.
Yeah.
Wait, what if we get the ring and we wish for all the uncursed loot to be ours?
Well, I mean, you could wish for so much
See?
more than that, right? You could wish for
See?
all the wealth in this
See?
kingdom.
But that is the type of thinking that we need to hold on to as we go through all of this.
Also,
Right?
Absolutely, and also, Shishu, I know that you really want armor, but I mean, this is white armor, right? Do you really want armor that you can't wear after Leisure Day?
Mm,
Oh! But imagine all the likes I'm gonna get when I wear it just once
Well,
a
also,
year.
wouldn't you want armor that you designed yourself, Shishu, with your Shishu spin on it?
I
I
know
can't
what you're
imagine you
trying to
wearing
do
armor
right
off
now.
the rack.
I know what you're trying to do right now because all that Apple Chris talk wasn't working around this armor.
That's if I had actual apple crisp on me, it would be a different story. But I see what you're saying.
really wish that it would make sense. I don't think it is. I'll tell you what, Shishu. Give me a luck roll.
Okay.
If you fail this, I'll do something cool.
I roll 4.
You roll
My
4d8. Yeah, just see if you get any matches.
I got a match on 5.
All right, never mind. I was gonna put in a demo button. You know how like in like a museum where you can like hit the demo and you'll see it, like you'll see what this does. But it's fine.
Sure.
There's no demo button. I'm gonna say because Lord Buku gave that speech in that way, I will not call for a resist coercion roll, and you guys can carry on. But if you stay here, you're probably gonna have to start rolling because this armor seems rad.
Let's go.
It's just think about all those
Let's
all
go.
those boundaries you were setting for yourself. You are such an example to your followers right now. Like
Does anybody else cry? Does everybody cry when they set boundaries?
Usually, yes.
I've
I
had
believe
tears
that's
rolling down my cheeks this whole time.
At this point,
You know, actually, if when you cry and they get puffy, you can put some apple slices under your eyes. That'll clear that right up, just so you know.
I swear to God, Master Lasso, if you say one more thing about apples, I will murder you here and now.
all right, XigXag.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It is
Yes.
a lot of pressure.
He's not gonna murder you.
Murder you here and now.
I won't.
Oh,
I won't.
boy.
I'm sorry.
XigXag.
Mm-hmm.
The show ends. They've been having to walk through this for a while. It's a lot of zones. The show ends, and you hear various draconics around, sort of suggesting, "I wonder who she'll invite to the after party." And various members of the crowd seem to be like discussing this, and some people are sort of moving. Outset, bows, leaves the stage. What would you like to do? You know people are talking about an after party.
I actually feel kind of guilty leaving the others behind. And I'm trying to just quietly leave the room.
Perfect. Okay, let's go to your coordination, and give me a sneak. And if you'd
Sneak,
like to,
versus-
you could spend some power to get an extra on that. But yeah, it's just 3 dice for you on a sneak, which is a rare
I
thing
don't
for you,
wanna-
Vanda, to not have
I'm
high
bet-
stealth. But so it goes with this character.
Yeah, sorry, but I'm too low on
Power.
power
I
to
get it.
use any. I got nothing.
Understood. So you're certainly sort of noticed, and as you're trying to make your way out, first of all, everyone gained 1 power. An hour has passed. Tongart, your shenanigans, your own shenanigans. But XigXag, as you're leaving, one member of the retinue, this is just for me, evens, yes, odds, no. I roll an odds, so it's not the one who was the parlor maid with the amazing French accent, but
Thank
just
goodness.
a different member of the retinue, probably somebody else who was participating in the party. Maybe it was the doctor or whoever, who previously was a doctor, now is just draconic, kind of says, "Oh, excuse me, but I also noticed your dancing, and was wondering if you'd like to. We're not sure. Oh, you're one of the visitors. Oh,
Yes.
would you like to join Outset? She's having a few select people for a little after party show. There'll be hookah. There'll be food. There'll be further entertainment.
It would be an honor.
Yes, please, this way. And kind of starts leading you back to the room.
Okay.
You go out like a separate door. You go through more of these halls. I would say XigXag with your, between your
I'm
track and your
memorizing,
smell,
yeah.
you get where you are. But soon you are in a sort of a yet another decadent chamber, where there are several instruments all playing themselves. You remember you saw that one room where there was a harp, but this has various other instruments. They're all like on little
Is it like
stands,
magically
magically playing themselves. Yes,
Are they valuable? Are they treasured?
probably.
Can
Probably, and there's some smaller pieces. There'll be like a.
Can I roll anything to have a guess at their value?
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Make a
I'm going-
calculate roll under intellect, the blue column.
Calculate. Which one is it? Which
under
column?
The blue column, intellect.
Blue. Calculate. Oh, 5. So I have a double weapon.
Double weapon. Okay, sure. In kind of just like a really straightforward sort of like just give me the info way. You think these would be all the magic of these items is that they will play themselves. So these are probably like common to uncommon magic items.
very
They're cool and they're nice conversation pieces and they seem to sound nice, but they're not like they don't have like additional spell casting abilities or things like that. So as you sort of enter this room, Outset is sort of sitting on kind of some cushions, saying, "Oh, I should have recognized you. You were out there in the audience dancing, but you were in disguise, which I love. Is this another murder mystery? Or you were just in disguise?"
No, it's a different mystery.
Oh, what mystery? I love mysteries. As evidenced by the one we just put on.
I can't tell you because that would be giving away the mystery.
So it is for me. It's a mystery for me that I have to solve?
Maybe.
Oh, that's exciting. And uncertain.
I cannot tell you anything.
Did you like the show?
Oh, it was lovely. The best show I've ever seen. I mean, you should be, you're wasted here. You should be out there in the world.
I really am wasted here, but
cutting
also it's
records.
Great. Oh,
yes.
Cutting records? Why would I cut them?
Well, press them. I don't know. It's one of those biped things. But yeah,
what do you mean?
You would be a big star. You
We're
could be
bipeds,
the next
darling.
Beyonce.
You say such
it's a
strange
thing
things.
Things.
Are these
from
things taught to you by
outside
Sepa
of-
J?
Perhaps.
I really want to know. So tell me the truth. The others, they're down there. They're getting the precious thing. You didn't come with us. Wait, what were you doing? Were you snooping around? Did you find anything interesting? Did you find Jeff?
Who's Jeff?
Exactly.
Is there an inside version? Is she messing with me right now?
Make a read person roll. It's under Will, the green.
Yeah, that's not gonna be very good.
Right now.
Nope, nothing.
Like- Happened the last 2 months.
She's like, very good. Well, okay. So you haven't found Jeff. Understood. All right, darling. Well, so tell me the truth. Tell me the real deal. Do you all have Sepa J? And you're trying to get her back here? Did she escape and you're trying to bring her back, or you work for her? Is she caught in the mist? What's going on? Really, where is she? Tell me everything.
The
She grabs a
truth
hookah.
about Sepa J is an enigma wrapped in a mystery.
But that's the same thing wrapped in itself, and you already are working on one of those that you can't tell me about, and you're not sure if it's even for me.
But
Ooh, it's peach.
I'm not into fruit, thank you very much.
What would you like? Meat? You want some meat hookah?
Can
Can we get some of the brisket hookah?
Bacon hookah?
They have that. Darling, it's to die. It's to die. I can't die, I'm immortal. But everyone else, they could die from it, but they don't because it's so good.
Oh, you talked about the previous, the person before you?
Yes.
What
Undead,
happened?
no lung capacity. Big problem.
Yeah, definitely. What happened to them?
They were
I'm
dead.
just curious.
So they
They're
just, they died harder.
If a dead dies, do they become alive?
No, they're no longer undead. They were undead, now they're just dead.
Oh.
We put him in a sarcophagus somewhere, stuck it somewhere. I can't even remember where. I don't even know. Isn't that funny? There's so much treasure here, I don't even know
Oh,
where it all
was he
is.
Jeff? Was his name Jeff?
No. Okay, but now tell me the truth. What do you know about Jeff?
Jeff is hiding.
Did you hear that? Jeff is hiding. And someone goes, is this? Excuse
Jeff
me,
has a
madam.
secret.
Madam, have you found Jeff? Have you witnessed Jeff?
Jeff has plans.
Jeff has plans?
Yes.
Plans.
Dastardly plans.
Jeff has plans is the title of this episode.
Outset sort of leans back. Jeff has plans. Dastardly plans. We'll hear
Dastardly
that.
plans.
Well,
You should be careful with Jeff.
I think you're absolutely right. So, Jeff is up to something. Jeff is up to something, my dears. Does anyone in here know what Jeff is planning? The room has gone totally silent. The instruments all stop. I've asked you a question! Does anyone know what Jeff is planning? Do we need to start executing people until we get some answers?
Oh.
No, of course, we simply, we don't. We're all loyal to you. Jeff is planning something dastardly. This agent of Seppa J knows what it is.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure.
You're not sure what the plans are, but you know they're dastardly.
It's shrouded in
enigmas wrapped in mysteries.
Yes.
Just like Seppa J.
And bacon.
Seppa J. Jeff. Seppa J. Seppa Jeff. Seal the pyramid! No one in or out.
Oh dear.
Except for normal there can be a neutral gate, that's fine. But the rest... Neutral business is fine, but the rest is sealed.
What is neutral business?
Oh, just mail maintenance. But I don't want anyone sneaking in on official pyramid business. Maintenance and mail is fine. Anyway,
Need my TV guide. Gotta get the mail in.
so at this point, we'll cut back down to the others.
I'll see how much of it I can recite from memory. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epic of disbelief. It was the epic of...
I feel like you're just saying a bunch of opposites. It's not a real thing.
My dragon friends, you have reached zone YG.
Get out of here.
Very close, friends.
It's very close.
There's just like sweat pouring down Buku. Like we're... Actually, so is right. We've almost
Actually, you know what?
finished our goal, yeah.
You all have high on it. It's fine. Everybody, it's under vitality, the pink column. Give me an endurance. This is just about, physically, resisting the tension in your bodies. I think you all probably have 4 or 5, or 5 or so in this.
3rd degree success in trinkets.
You are keeping your focus. You're content in your mission. It's hard, but you're doing it.
Don't like the silence.
Just trying to decide between the two, which I want to take. I have 2 pair.
Perfect.
Let's go with the 2nd degree of artwork.
Artwork, great. Shishu.
Oh, am I rolling it too?
Yes,
Sorry.
it's endurance under vitality, the sort of pink column in the middle.
Yep.
I'd imagine you all have pretty good in this. I think it was one of those.
Success in trinket and talisman.
Which would you like to go with?
This is a resist roll?
This is more just this is you guys just carrying on, not giving you the tension in your body, just making it hard to. This is
I'm
just.
gonna do talisman for protection.
I think it makes sense. All right, so the 3 of you keep going. You've walked through. All is well. At this point, you are sort of kind of catty corner. You're one row, 1 column away from the back wall, which is your destiny. Before the column of YG, there is another plinth.
Oh boy.
On this plinth, which is about 3 or 4 feet tall, there is a small wooden hammer resting there, completely unadorned, unpainted. It's very, very normal, very chill.
I don't
Shishu,
even
how
care about it because all I can think about is that armor still.
Have I lost my mind? That's all I see there, just a plain wooden hammer. That's it.
You do see that, but it's probably an amazing thing because everything in here has been amazing, and it just all makes me feel really, really good.
Of course it is. Of course it's amazing. Of course it is. Of course we can't have it. Please, don't let me.
Let's
We
keep
can make
going.
it,
Come
we
on,
can
come
make
on,
it,
come
we
on,
can
come
make
on,
it.
come on.
I'd like you to actually
do you
make
think-
a. Go ahead, Tonguard.
Do you think like this hammer is like here because it's like magically important or like historically valuable? Like, cause I feel like it's historically valuable. Maybe we just take it.
Just
Come
shoot
on,
daggers at Lasso. Just shooting daggers at him now. Just like, why? Why would you say such a thing?
I'm just thinking, man. I just, it's different than everything else. Everything else was clearly like just treasure, gems, valuable stuff. This is something else, right?
Of course. I can't help myself. Is it magical? I need to look at it now.
Lord Buku, I would like for you to give me an investigate roll.
Wow. Triple trophy success.
Triple trophy.
Yes.
Accomplishment, the competition, the understanding. You know what, Lord Buku? I'm gonna give this to you. The triple trophy. I was actually thinking like if you can get like really high on another one, I'm gonna give you the whole thing, but I like it. You get close. You notice something. This simple wooden hammer has a layer of dust atop it. There's a slight layer of dust also on the plinth, but there's a shape of dust sort of that the hammer does not quite. The hammer's kind of like, in the middle, but there's like a shape of some other shape was here. There's kind of like a thicker layer of dust at the side, but slightly less thick around the middle. Lord Buku, it's
That is
almost
so
like
real.
there was something here, and maybe testing weights or something, someone did a almost as if this hammer is not valuable at all, but was just set down on this plinth.
I grab somebody, anybody, and just like, it's worthless. It's worthless.
Let's
You
go.
know what this means?
Let's go, you guys.
No, wait. You know what this means.
Well, we don't have to take it.
Oh, very true, merciless, so very true. We don't need it. What it does mean, and take other things. That's right. Someone swapped it out. There was something else here, and they switched it for a stupid old hammer. We could do the same. We could get your armor, Shishu. We could get your armor. We could get whatever you want.
So,
Any of it. We get the talking scorpion and the other thing. All we gotta do is just little drop and swap. Drop and swap. Do you realize? We can get it all.
Do I have any sort of like a medicine or a treat or something for him to like
Make a
calm his
luck
blood
roll.
sugar? Okay.
Medicine or a treat?
I'm not
oh, a
dog.
triple threes.
Triple
gemstones.
threes for gemstone brilliance and rarity and you absolutely will say that whatever Lord Buku's favorite food at that party upstairs had been, you were probably just getting some like pocket crackers and things as you were up there at some point. You happen to have a handful of whatever Lord Buku's favorite food that had been offered at that party was, for sure. Maybe the little crab puffs.
Yeah. Lord Buku? I wrapped up some crab rangoons in a napkin and brought them with me. I think you need to eat them.
I gingerly take them out of her hand in the napkin, and then I begin weighing the napkin in my hand.
No,
and I-
eat it. You have to eat
Yeah.
them. You have to
Oh,
eat. That's the rule.
Or do you not want the crab? Hey, I do have actually one left over, and I will reach into like a pocket, pull out an apple. I do have an apple, if that would.
Sweet, juicy, delicious apple.
If there's more of what you want, like if you want a little more of like the vitamin boost.
I take the apple and I just begin weighing the two. Buka's kind of lost it here for a little bit, guys. He's weighing the two. Like, this could be the scorpion. Yes. And this one could be an orb or something. It works just perfectly. Yes, these would work.
Hey,
And-
Double B, how you doing over there, my friend?
What? I found the solution of all our problems is here. Don't you both see we're
Go,
trapped
let's go to the
in
ring.
this
Come
hellish?
on, let's go to the ring. Come on.
We're trapped in this hellish domain. We can get out with all this treasure. Think how strong we've become. How much power we'd have. We could do whatever we wanted to. We could become the new lords of this plane if we wanted.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
carry a piano
right
with me,
here.
you know?
We do still have the problem of carrying things. That is actually a very valid point, Shishu.
I think we should
I also
just
don't
go-
think we have anything that is weight based. I don't think we have anything that is like commensurate in weight to a piano or a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Unless
Perhaps
like
like-
you want to go in and get the ring and wish for a bunch of weights equally weighted to all of the things here. That feels like
You
a
just created
real
a
waste.
physics nightmare for all of us.
Oh my god. Just equal weights to all the treasure, and then you're just. Oh my god. It's the biggest waste of a wish I've ever heard. I love that. Oh my god.
Lord Buku,
Yes.
how do I say this delicately? When we get
Latin.
out of here, do you want to go out with me?
Oh no. I just got a window into Shishu's life of like, oh, now that someone is like a broken, clearly psychopath
I can-
tendency. Now the first
I
time
see.
she's been attracted to.
Oh my God.
Just absolute psychopathic greed.
I have a project. I can fix him.
Well, you know,
No,
we do
I'm
have
trying
to, we
to
go
get him
after
to
our
be
fathers. So.
distracted. Let's see how much he has an allegiance to a crush on
Buku-
Shishu or not.
Buku flips the apple to Tangart, slowly unwraps the ragoons, pulls one out, eats it. Like, Miss Shishu, there would be nothing that would bring me greater joy than to be able to
Okay, I
spend
just
an
want to
evening
check
with you.
in about it. Let's go to the ring.
So,
Just take
Then
it.
when we are
just
done
doing
here-
a temperature check. Yeah.
excellent. Let me lead the way. Master Lasso, hold my rangoon.
Back.
I feel like at the entrance to this, waiting all alone, Elon just shudders. XigXag. At this point, you know, basically, as she's sort of saying, oh god, this game is so much fun. So basically, at this point, Outset is just going, all right, so in our strike against Jeff, as we strike out against Jeff, I'm going to designate some of you captains. You need to organize people to be watching all of the gates. Okay? All the entrances and exits in here. XigXag, are you going to be one of our captains? Are you going to be a strike captain?
Yeah, no.
You're not.
Sorry.
Well,
No.
you're gonna help, right? You're gonna help us
Oh,
with
you
our
know
plot
what?
against
Fine.
Jeff.
I'll guard the gate.
You'll guard a gate.
The gates. Which gate
Perfect.
do you want me to guard?
Well, you have two. I mean, I don't know. What makes more sense? Well, you could either watch one of our neutral gates and make. Of course, and somebody says, shouldn't there only be one neutral gate? Don't we need? Yes, but I feel like that's controversial. How many there should be? All right. Here's the plan. We want to know. Here's what we need to learn. We need to learn who Jeff is,
Okay.
what Jeff wants, what Jeff's planning,
Mm-hmm.
and why. Why Jeff? And also, how Jeff, where Jeff, and when Jeff. And what is Jeff's connection to Seppa Jeff? Is Jeff Seppa J? These are the kinds of questions we have to get into.
Yes.
Go,
So
go to the
much.
gates, go. Go.
Sure. I'm going.
Wait. First, hold on. First things first. We have to make hats for the captains. She's just moving over and they're creating the captain hats. XigXag, what are you doing? Are you waiting to be given a hat and instructions, or are you just getting out of there?
Does it matter if I'm gonna wear a hat or not?
I mean, it'll just... If you wait for a hat, a few
is
minutes
it-
will pass and she'll... Yeah.
No, I'm just leaving.
XigXag
I'm
just-
going to the gate.
Various other ones walk out. You do see a few of them are over at some of the entries, and they say, "Well, she said to seal it. Should we close it? Is that the idea?" Somebody goes, "Oh, we've got to go close the one up top too. The entrance in the top room. Oh,
No,
yeah, yeah."
that's
there.
not a gate. That is exhaust. If you close it, all the carbon monoxide will be trapped in here, and
The
you're
carbon
all
what
gonna
now?
die.
What?
Poison. It's the airborne poison. You know, it's all the air is full of when you're exhaling.
Then go. Well, we still got
Yeah,
to
and
guard
then
it then.
go out. So you
we
have
can't-
to leave that open.
So
Nobody
whatever
can
Jeff
come
is
in that way.
done.
And
So if Jeff is done,
But-
so we can't seal the exits. We've just got to stand there. All right, here's what we
Yes.
need. Everyone
You
needs a
stand
sign.
there.
We've got to have signs, right? We're going to be holding signs at all the entrances and exits. All right?
and you need some yellow ropes, and that you put around, and then you say, "Hey, stop! Give us our paper. Give us your papers.
That's fine. All right, sure. So they're
You-
basically just
Who are you?" and stuff like that, and harass them a little bit first. Oh, and get your hats.
They're heading off to get various things. They're taking this stuff to task. XigXag, at this point you're just alone at one of the doors.
I am not going to the door. I'm just pretending to go to the door.
Okay, where do you go?
I'm going back wherever these assholes disappeared.
You are back at the hidden door.
I'm looking for crowbar on the way.
A crowbar? Make a luck roll. You're not going to find a crowbar, but perhaps you'll find some meaningful... Oh, how convenient. A crowbar. You know, if you get four matches...
Ancient Egyptian version of
If you roll
crowbar.
4d8 and they're all the same number, you could literally find a crowbar. That's fine.
I got a double of... What the heck it is? Hold on. 2. What is a 2?
Oh, 2, I
No.
believe, is coinage. Okay.
Okay.
You're able to find a... You kind of like look in a few rooms, and you do find like a spear, you know, probably almost like maybe just a ceremonial things, kind of thing. So it's just like he's, you know, you can like just kind of thinking maybe wedge. It's not a
Okay.
perfect crowbar, but perhaps could be enough of a lever for it. So
Yeah, and then I'll go back where they disappeared and try to open the wall.
understood. We will get back to that in a moment.
Whew.
Perfect. Okay, just make my notes there. All right, but at this point, Lord Buku had his minor breakdown, and at this point, you
I would
guys
believe I would start with the early morning. Wake
What?
up with a nice sunrise, fruits in a basket laid out
For
before
what?
you. Our date, morning picnic. Again,
If you would lack some fruit recommendations, I can help you out with like
thank you, Master Lasso. Yes, some excellent apple.
Oh, all kinds
desserts,
of fruit. Like I said,
perhaps.
I know that really. I just got through the apples on the way back. I can tell you about all the citrus.
And then I figured we would follow that up with perhaps a walk while being accompanied by a full orchestra playing music for us.
Full orchestra.
Or we could go shopping. Is an option. You know, for things like clothes.
What did the letters say?
Or armor. What?
The letters, the last letters we passed, what did they say?
At this point, you have reached. There is a wall behind, but the final column here, you see, sort of in one direction over there. I said it was Z. I said it was YG, but it should have been YI because you were coming from the other side. That was a mistake on my part. The point is, you see ZG on one side, ZY there, but you have reached ZH because you were coming from the middle, not the start. Changing that.
All right.
We've arrived.
All right. Okay.
All right, everyone.
So just as a refresher, whoever goes in here to do this needs to, when they approach where the ring is, they need to turn around, sing the notes, wait for a 4 count, sing the notes again, wait another 4 count, turn to leave. And when the ring appears, left claw only. I cannot stress that last part enough. In fact, you should probably just keep your right claw just behind your back the whole time, just to keep yourself from making a mistake.
I'd sing better that way anyway.
Hey, you're sort of supporting your diaphragm from the back. It's a little known technique.
Now, can we can do this as a collective, I believe. Yes, Merciless? This is merely the passage there. It's not a solo operation.
I believe so. I'm just giving us just a refresher before we get in there, just in case anything gets hinky. You know what I mean?
I understood.
So we're here, we face away from it. We sing the notes. Wait
Right,
for
we have to. It's going to be in like an alcove, if I remember. We got to find that first. But once we walk in there, we got to follow these instructions.
All right, I would like to find the alcove.
Great. Make a look roll.
That is a success in both talisman and tome. I would assume talisman is the preferred choice for this one.
For this, absolutely. As you get that sort of magical sort of vibe, you do in fact find that the alcove is on the identifying column. There is a sort of small depression in it. Basically, if you sort of like, it's like pretty subtle. There's kind of some like stuff, but like one of the spaces seems a little different. If you kind of like look over the top of it, you see that just inside, you have to like peer up and down into it. There is a small ring.
Okay.
So now we face away from it and start the song, and then we turn after we do all the song stuff.
Well, here's the thing. Whoever goes in there, you're going to have to sing the same notes, possibly at the same time. So the more of us go in there, the more we're going to have...
And there's no in there. It's like you guys are standing at the column. You can see the ring.
More of us attempt this.
Yeah.
The more possibility there is for failure here.
I have taken upon myself to mount the mantle of leadership for our group. However, as you all have taught me, I am not a monolith. We are indeed all in this together. If it is amenable, I will perform this task. But if perchance one of you would prefer, it only takes one.
I think the simplest way to sort of approach this is who is our best performer.
I'll do it.
I guess it's Shishu. Question asked and answered.
And Shishu, please.
We're gonna have to untie ourselves, I think.
That is probably true. Also, we should probably go over the instructions 2 or 3 more times. Just make sure that we all know exactly what it is.
She's doing extensive vocal warm-ups.
Well, I think Lord Abuku was on. I think if it's all right with you, if we just sort of stand off the side, I can just say every step to Shishu as we go through it.
I think that's amenable.
Great.
Yes.
Because also, don't forget that once you've got it, You have to do it all in reverse.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, got it.
Hopefully, we'll be able to view everything that happens.
Except for putting it back. Do not put it back, Shishu.
Right. Left claw.
Left claw only.
Luke is just gonna bite a knuckle.
All right. So, Shishu, it is in your hands or claws.
In my left claw.
Left claw.
So you're
only.
going to.
Oh my
You are
God.
standing at it. You're currently standing at the column.
Hold on 1 second.
You were muted when you
Okay,
said something.
I'm back.
Okay, cool.
I know, because there was the largest spider I've ever seen on the floor next to my bed. And I need another human to come in here and handle that. I'm not.
Perfect.
Reasonable.
You're not here for that.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. So you're standing at the thing. You are looking at the ring. What do you do?
All right, step 1, turn around.
I turn around.
Sing 4 notes.
I sing the 4 notes.
Make a performance roll.
Oh
under
wait.
will.
Oh man.
I'm so waiting for a 3 performance.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
sure.
my
I'm sure
God.
she's the worst out of the 3 of us. I'm
Yeah.
100% on that.
Absolutely the worst. I'm gonna have to wait. What can I do
I-
to increase my dice?
Just out of curiosity,
You can
what's
spend
your
power.
perform? Lord Vukubazan, what's your perform? 2? Yeah, mine's 6. That's why I came along.
All right. So you can spend
I love how
2
you're
power
like,
to
well,
add it.
obviously, our
1 die.
best performer should do this.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 6 power to add 3 dice.
Okay, so you
Well,
have
that's the
5.
question. She answered it.
You have 5, so you're still 1 lower than Tongart, which I love. But you spent 6 power. I love it. Okay.
Oh wait, no. Let me spend more so I can at least equal Tongar.
Okay, you can spend 8 to equal Tongart.
Bad if I
Perfect.
screw
All
it
right, so
up.
roll 6.
Oh, that was great.
Okay, triple.
We should have had a
artwork.
competition.
Triple
That was-
artwork. That's very good because that's about beauty
That would have been fun.
and
You lost it?
and inspiration. All that stuff. So basically, Shishu sings the notes so perfectly.
Excellent. Now wait a 4 count.
Buku just under his breath goes,
Now sing again. Same notes.
But backwards, right?
Nope. Same notes. Same way.
Okay, I sang the same notes.
See, my question is, are you going to make 4 performance checks?
You're not going to make 4 performance checks. Lord Buku, I'd like you to give me a calculate real quick.
that's a weapon and trophy success.
Either in this case, I think either is the same. You realize that because of that extra question at the end, that was longer than a 4 count.
Okay, wait. Stop.
I can start over.
Do we want to start? Is there a problem?
Back to 1.
Yes, back to 1. Well, we missed the 4 count. I'm feeling. I don't. Master, so I don't know that this coaching thing is going to really do the trick here.
You don't think
feel
she
like-
can do it?
Okay, let's
Oh,
just sing 4
no,
notes.
no.
Count 4 notes. Sing 4 notes. Go and get it with left claw.
Nope.
Wait.
Sing 4 notes. Wait 4 notes. Sing 4 notes. Wait 4 notes. Turn to leave. Then it'll show itself, and then you can grab it with left
Okay,
claw.
guess why I'm confused is because I'm not facing it. So
Yeah.
how can I turn to leave if I'm not facing it?
Lord Buku also realizes she wasn't even looking at it for the first singing as well.
Okay, Shishu,
Hmm?
you are. I can't believe that this is what it's really come to.
Just spit it
But
out.
I feel like you are singing these notes almost too well. so well that I don't think the magic is going to recognize it.
Do you
I
think
really
so?
feel like I think so. Magic is it's a very delicate, finicky thing that doesn't have any appreciation for true genius and
I have an
talent and
idea.
art.
Tongart should do it.
You know
You
what?
want
I
me?
think that's a great idea, actually. Yes, it won't be as good, of course, but
It
I
will do
suppose
that
here
as,
it's not so much
as
about the
mediocre as it
performance.
needs to be.
Yeah, as well, I
It's
just
not
gotta
about
hit the
being
notes.
good. It's not about being good. It's not about getting
No.
followers.
Oh,
It's about getting the
of
ring.
course.
And Tongart knows how to do that. I just need
Well-
Tongart to know. Don't talk about apples while you're in there.
Well, I won't. No,
Please.
but I will say, Shishu, if you want to sort of, I don't know, record this or
tarts.
live stream this, if I fail spectacularly, that'll still get you followers, right?
Oh, do you think that I could get a signal from deep inside this treasure tube?
I don't know.
I think maybe that's probably not a good idea
I
to
don't really
try.
have Wi-Fi here.
No,
We really
yeah,
don't know
that's
how
probably
long
not.
Elon's illusions should really be lasting.
All right. Okay, I'll
Wait, Tongart, you
I'll
do
step
it.
up to it and I'll start this. So I guess this time I will turn like 360 degrees. So I have turned around, right, as the first step. Because the first step is turn around.
The first step is turn around?
Yes, that's the first step you gave us.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Fair enough.
Or I guess I can
Buku
face
knows
away
all
from
this,
it
right?
and turn.
Buku actually knows these things, right?
No, I wrote this down. You repeated it 3 times. I wrote it down because of this.
Yes. It's
So I
turn
guess maybe
around,
then-
sing, count, sing.
Count, turn to go.
Turn to go. I think that Lord Buku, give me an analyze real quick.
Do you think I should start with my back to it and then just turn to face it?
I think Buku's seriously considering just singing himself.
I thought we started with our back to it.
Can we
It's-
just say
it's-
that he's doing it as it should
No,
be thought?
they gave us so
Double-
many steps for a reason.
So many steps.
For us
Double
to
success
fuck
on
this
artwork.
up.
Double success on artwork. I think Lord Buku, you suspect whatever turning happens, you do think you're supposed to sing to it, pause, sing to it, then walk away, and then come back.
All right.
So
I relay all that to Master.
perhaps you could, maybe even Tongart's 360 is a good idea, but he should end with it.
All right. I will start as if almost like a dramatic presentation with my back to it, and I'll turn to face it, and I will sing these 4 notes.
Okay,
Actually,
make your
Buku goes with the Master of the Sword. It's like, okay, look, you're trying to woo the ring. All right, you want it. You want you. You can't let it know that you want it. Right?
Why
You
I
have to
can't
give.
want-
If you love it, let it go, so to speak. So sing to it.
But I want it, right? I
Wait
want
for a response. Sing to it again. Wait for a response, and then walk away. That is when you'll know if that ring is really meant for you.
Okay, I'm gonna follow your instructions, but I don't quite understand it because if I want it, why would I walk away from it? Why wouldn't I just declare my love for it? And if it says no, then I just accept that and move on with my life.
Buku just walks back. Wait on these.
All right. I will turn to faces and sing these 4 notes.
roll the notes. Roll the perform.
That would be a triple for coinage.
Triple for coinage. Excellent. That.
I will wait.
Okay. It
Let the
sounds
Muppets
great.
go to the dungeons.
Shishu, he sounds good. He doesn't have your presence, maybe, but he sounds good.
I mean, it's hard to, you know.
I'm just like quietly, meekly singing. Wait 4 count. Sing the notes again.
You don't have to re-roll. That's fine. It's all part of the same thing.
Wait the 4 count. Turn to leave.
Okay.
Wait inside.
You've turned to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can see the ring already, right? It doesn't have to. It's not like it's not like
you
protected by
you
that.
saw it when you first were looking at it. Yes.
Okay. All right, then after I've turned to go, I guess I will reach back with the left claw, try to grab it.
Without looking?
Yeah.
Okay, make a, I guess a fine motor skills roll under coordination.
All right.
The whole time Buka's just whispering under his breath. Feel it.
I'm gonna
If she
spend 10
loves
power
you, she'll reach back.
You're gonna spend 10 power.
to add five to that
Sure. Why not?
because I only have 2 and 5 motor skills.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Ooh. Coinage or weapon? Let's go with coinage.
Great. That has that sort of security to it, that sort of sense of, yeah. You reach back, you get your hand, just you reach into the alcove
Left claw.
with that left claw. You feel the ring, you scoop up the ring.
Then I will turn to approach. I will wait a 4 count. I will sing the 4 notes.
Make another performance check now.
Yes. Share your love.
That's not
Oh, how
good.
you
It's not
feel.
good. I'm gonna spend power to reroll just to see if I can do a little better.
I think it's I think to reroll it's 3.
3, yeah. Sorry, yeah,
Cool.
3. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you in power because of your stupid broken feature that you have where you just regenerate it at an insane rate.
All right, that's gonna have to do the Paratalisman. That seems better.
Paratalisman. Okay.
And I'm trying to sing the notes in the reverse order to keep everything reversed.
Okay.
I'll wait a 4 count. Do the notes
Goes
again,
Great.
and then I will turn around. Put my back to it again.
You're holding the ring. Everyone sort of pauses for a moment. Lord Buku, please make a detect. Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, is he supposed to sing in reverse order?
It's a good
So
question.
do the steps
I
backwards.
will say at the same time, I mean, all this confusion about the turnaround at the beginning. You do remember she was like not 100 on these rules for you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, I
Lord
understand.
Buku, give me a detect vibe, but I will let you do
But what else am I
half
gonna do?
of your arcana. You get 2 extra dice from your arcana. So give me a detect vibe. It's under the will, but you get 2 from arcana for it. 2 extra
Oh,
bonuses.
I actually got a success. I got a trinket success.
A trinket
I
success.
didn't think I would.
Perfect. You don't feel like any magical trap has triggered. You don't feel like any, like, you don't feel like anything is, like, there's no, like, you waited, it nothing seems to have done anything.
Oh, it worked. Oh, that was beautiful. You were wonderful. Beautiful.
I'm gonna step away.
Well done. Well
And
done,
look
Marshall.
at-
Great
So,
job.
I felt your notes in my heart.
Well, thank you very much, both of you. Hey, I just got a question. Do you think we can only ever handle this with our left claw, like forever?
We could go back
I
and ask
think you're-
her.
Like left claw
I
only was it a lot.
I feel like you're overthinking it just a little bit.
I feel like we're
Um,
gonna have to talk to her again before we leave, so we could just ask her.
Oh, I would prefer just to not talk to her ever again. Can I look at the ring?
Sure. Or
That's fair.
Tongard, are you
Maybe
looking
just
at the ring?
be. I'll hand it to Buko. It's like, maybe just be careful. Let's just keep it in your left claw.
I will not argue the point. Absolutely.
Also, we're gonna have to like immediately try to conceal this once we leave.
Yes. That's
You-
a very good point.
You drop the ring into Lord Buku's hand. The ring is it's very well crafted. It's sort of, it's not overly ornate, and there aren't really any gemstones in it. It is a kind of like darkish silver with a slight iridescence on it, so it sort of has that rainbow kind of color, the way like a, you know, like an oil slick kind of vibe. It has the sort of the, there's no gems or anything on it, but like the top of the ring, what you assume you'd wear out, looks like a well. Looks like a well with a little like roof on top of it.
Oh, interesting.
You could make a which culture knowledges do you have here? Wyrmloth culture, Buzzing culture. These are not going to be as just do an analyze. It doesn't ever matter. Your analyze is so high. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter if your knowledges aren't there because you just change anything to anything you want.
4th degree success in weapon.
This tracks to you, whether it is something you specifically know about Wenha. You're familiar with some bipeds have a ritual of wishing wells. So the idea of like a well being a symbol is not unheard of to you. It's interesting though. You also feel like there was a well. You do feel like you guys did find a well somewhere. There was a well icon somewhere.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird.
Ilon will know.
You don't have to figure that out right now. That's just a thing to like.
I try to show off my knowledge a little bit for Shishu and explain all this to both her and.
Well, in that case, you probably. Oh, but did you go
Are
in
you
there?
dragons planning me?
Are you bombs planning?
Did you?
Yeah, you're bomb planning me right now.
Did you know this information already?
Yeah.
Oh well, then my apologies.
I didn't. So thanks for bomb playing to me.
I merely tried to inform you. I meant no insult, Shishu. Of course, you knew this. I was explaining for Master Lasso, of course.
You know what, Master Lasso? I'll tell you what. I'd like for you.
Of course. Yeah, I know.
Master Lasso, give me an. You were the one who was most involved in this. Just roll an intellect roll.
Okay.
I don't know if you even have. I think it doesn't even. They're all sort of the same. This is kind of just like
Yeah. You could literally ask me any of them. They're all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Nothing.
Can't believe you asked me out on a date and then Rita said, "No, never mind."
But you were
I was trying to distract you from your greed.
As you're looking at this ring, Tongar, you do have a sense of like, why is that familiar? But it's not immediately jumping to your mind.
Well, we can ask Alon, and we can also ask Eldo about
Sure,
that.
of course. So, but this is more. I'm kind of just tossing this there. Tongar, you're like, I've seen a wishing well, right? I know. And I'm sure you know where it is. And honestly, if you want to say where you remember it from, you're welcome to do that. But buy a dice for a hint. Do you remember where you saw it?
I believe, if I remember right, we saw it in the first dungeon we went into here, right?
Here?
That's what I'm thinking.
No, not here. You saw it long. You're like, well, did I see it in one of those? No, I can't remember. It's a super long time ago.
Exactly. Okay.
Very long ago. Session 3, I think. But the point being, literally session 3. The point being, this is a thing you guys will remember at some point.
That was a time before time.
It's not
Dead Dragon's tomb where we're told not to touch or take anything.
That seems to happen a lot. You seem to go to these tombs and there's like, don't touch anything.
Well, wait a minute.
So, Lord Buku. But you can tell this is definitely a magic item. You also suspect, just from kind of like an initial glance, you got 4th degree on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. You suspect that a ring of Wenha, you can tell that there is like that, there's like a magic, and you almost can see, if you stare hard enough, it looks like there's like an amount of water in the well that like is kind of low, almost as if like wishes have been like depleting water, kind of like you don't literally see water, but if you stare at it long enough.
Cool.
So it seems like the ring is like out of it, and yet this ring has some other magic that is always going on. This ring has some other magic that is separate from that well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it were all depleted, perhaps the ring would be gone. But at present, this ring does more than just grant wishes. There's some other thing, and you, to attune to it, would probably explain exactly what that is.
Okay. I'll speak to. I'll say, this ring is certainly the real deal. It does look like there's still a wish left in it. I think it might have some other properties as well. So I'd like to spend some time as we travel back, figuring out exactly what that is. And I was thinking, perhaps to pass the time, and so that we aren't distracted yet again. My current thirst is slacked, but to prevent us from having other problems, perhaps we should just, spitball ideas of what we should, could. Maybe we don't use the wish at all, but perhaps what we could spend the wish on. We can all kind of throw out some ideas and options, dream scenarios. Obviously, we have to choose as a group, right? No wishes will be made, but perhaps it's just something we, kind of talk about.
Oh my
A
god.
million followers for all of us.
Okay, I have
See,
to
I
be-
like where your head's at, Shishu. Outside the box, as they say.
Okay.
That we all.
I think we just have to be real careful of the language we use if we're gonna talk this out loud. You know what I mean?
That
Well, I
our
won't put the ring
parents
on.
come back.
Just
Lord Buku,
Actually,
with
is
your
there-
+5 to Arcana, you suspect that this should be the opposite of a talking stick. Whoever's holding this ring probably shouldn't say anything.
understood.
Would be
Uh,
On the other
With
hand,
that-
I have an awful lot of Apple knowledge left to share on the way back. Easily
but
5 hours worth.
if you guys notice, I pitched every WISH with just I said that we do this, that this happens. I'm not saying the word IWISH.
I'm just saying that we should be careful about language. Is all I'm saying. It sounds like you're on the path there.
I have a question. If I carried this in like a pocket or something, would it still be active?
You suspect it's better to not be holding it, but a real safe thing would be for no one to use the word wish while it's on their person. That would be the safest.
Understood.
It's probably fine in a pocket. That would be like a real reach. You're not even attuned to it yet.
Maybe you need a code
Look.
word placing,
Yeah.
like wish instead
need
of
to
wish I
concentrate.
say I dolphin.
I need to concentrate anyway, so I'm just going to put something in my mouth so I can't talk, and I'll let you all surmise some ideas, spitball some things.
God, I wish I
As
had a
we
ball gag.
go, I
yeah.
need to focus anyway. Yeah.
Would
Or
like-
you can talk about apples.
I mean, I do still
Maybe
have the
not
apple
apples.
if you want to just hold the apple in your mouth.
I'm drawing some strange imagery from dinner tonight, so I think I'll just.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Just
Sorry, I
going
didn't mean to. Yeah, that I don't.
I'm gonna take a piece of cloth or something and put it in my mouth so I have
So-
something to.
Dragons. As you
Write
guys
down.
head out, I do need one more resist coercion, but because you all have acquired treasure, this coercion is a little lower. Can you all please give me you get 1 bonus on your resist coercion for Shishu, Vugu, and Tongard. Anybody just tell me if you don't get any matches, but while you're doing that, if you get a ton of matches, congratulations, we can talk about it in a moment. But at this point, I'm going to go up to XigXag.
So 6 instead of 5.
6 instead of 5, yeah, you get a bonus. XigXag.
Mm-hmm.
God, your vitality is stupidly high, so you can definitely find the spot, even though you can't. Yeah, man, you've got it's so ridiculous. Yeah, so XigXag, you find the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to try to wedge this spear in, and you want to try to pry this door, this magically closing door open, you may attempt that. Yes.
I wonder, what if I tried my magic sword? Would that give me some extra thing because it's like all thunder and wind and all kind of things?
You suspect that if you used your magic sword, it is not as likely to break as this mundane spear would be.
Not as likely to break.
It would not break. I'm not trying to trick you. Your magic sword, you might bend it and be like, whoa, but it's not going to break the way that a spear would break if it, yeah.
But no additional advantage. Okay.
You doubt there would be additional advantage.
Okay, what am I rolling?
At this point, I'm just asking what your approach is.
Well, I'm trying to open the wall.
You're going to pull out your sword.
Yeah.
All right, go to physicality. I think this would be. I didn't even give you guys work Manual labor. That's funny, because of course I didn't do dragons. Physicality roll. 4 HD.
Oh, why
Um,
not vitality? You said vitality.
I don't.
Oh,
think
that
so.
was just finding the place.
That was finding it. I was looking for it.
Okay.
Tongard, did you not roll successes, by the way?
No, I rolled one, but I would like to just highlight that I think I've done the most pierce roll I can roll.
Okay.
Which is that I've gotten one match,
Uh-huh.
and I managed to roll double ones to keep me from doing a straight from 1 to 8.
Oh, okay. That's very pierce.
It's like I think the least successful roll I could roll.
Yeah. It's like double ones. I mean, yeah.
Besides, like no match.
You can.
I roll 8 on resist coercion with the.
You've got the ring. That's good. Zigzag. Go ahead and make
Okay.
your strength roll. Your physicality to
So it's a 4 HD then.
4 HD.
Oh, I got a double weapon, which is very fitting.
Double weapon in its power, and because it is weapon, I'll give you a little extra stuff, which is you actually are able to you're able to open it, you can feel an inch, even though you can't see it since it's behind an illusion. You're able to you can feel it giving, but it just, you're putting everything in it, and it just, the sword, and kind of you get this little kind of wind sort of goes over you. Unfortunately, you doubt, and you're not even sure if you'd you doubt you could force this thing open. You think there's some magic word or she does some gesture and it opens. Of course, it's possible that they're on the other side, but I will say that as you push it open, you don't smell them there, trying to get out. So they are not right behind this door. You know that they never came out, but they're not waiting for you there. In the distance, however, Zigzag, you hear some people chanting. Say no to Jeff. No more Jeff. Jeff should have left. And then you also hear one chant from another door going, "Who is Jeff? What is the point of this?" But as the sort of the lines are formed at all the exits, as people are there, aside from the neutral gate, where there are just observers. So as our dragons make their way through, successfully resisting coercion. Now, it is easier when you have good treasure. I will say that we will end with ZigXag trying to move the thing unsuccessfully, and down
Can
below.
they open this thing from the inside?
What's that?
Is there a chance? Can they come out, get out from the inside?
Not that you
Do
know.
they know how to open it?
They weren't given any clues for it. 2?
2 things.
Yes.
1, I would like to have spent that time traveling to attune to the ring, so I know what the properties are.
Understood.
Second thing, one thing I do want to know is the ring more valuable used or unused?
Excellent. You know what? This is a more dynamic way to end. Sure. Everybody, 1 power back, or 1 hour's worth of power back. Lord Buku, I will say that you can connect yourself to this ring. The Ring of Wenha is an incredibly powerful item. It is definitely more valuable when it still has magic in it. So the more wishes that have been expended, the less powerful it becomes. But the other feature is intriguing. It allows the user, once per day, to commune with the goddess herself. You can contact Wenha.
Ooh. Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Guess we know what we're doing. Start next session.
Hey, Wenha.
Yeah. Wenha, what's up?
Hey, girl.
Wenha, you up?
All right. Well, I think, guys, we're gonna end it there. As Lord Buku kind of has a realization, it's I know, I know what this does. That's kind of our sort of cliffhanger. So we will be back.
I'll never get over that armor. I'll never get over it.
I
We're
think you will.
it'll be forgotten in a fortnight. We will. Speaking of fortnights, there's a small chance that this game will actually come back next week, that we might do 2 of these in a row and flop the thing, or more likely we'll probably just be back in 2 weeks We know this is kind of an every other week game, but we are about to have some travel stuff, so there may be some times where this and Mystic Starport sort of switch more last minute, and just everyone out there, we hope you enjoy both of the shows because they're both a lot of fun. So yeah, we will be back in either 1 or 2 weeks for this game. And whichever time we're not for this game, we'll be back with Mystic Starport, our Star Wars game that's kind of a drop-in thing about all kinds of shenanigans. Yes, Pierce?
And I was just going to say, regardless of whatever we decide, I just posted our socials. You can follow us on Discord or Instagram. We usually announce things, any changes in schedule, or what shows we're running on those two primarily.
That is true, yes. And Instagram, we always do a post the day of. So if you're following us on Instagram, you'll see whenever we have shows. Discord, sometimes I'll give more heads up just for people to know. Yes, good call. We have other shows, like such as, and for example, on Monday, which is tomorrow, we have Lost Lore Academia. Now, I actually did announce this on Friday because there's been a lot of talk of stuff. Lost Lore Academia, this coming game tomorrow, is actually the last of the school year because it's May. And the week after that is Memorial Day, and everyone's going to be gone. So, it's the last of the school year. However, that game will continue with all its downtime throughout the summer, and we're even going to do little check-ins with some of the people on whatever Monday game we're playing in place of it. As for what that game is, stay tuned. I think we'll have an announcement of that soon, hopefully tomorrow, during our game tomorrow night. So that is, but tomorrow, definitely come check out Lost Lore Academia. I think you guys did just hit, 50. They did hit 50 instances, so they're going to get a mythic place. So well done on that. On Tuesday, we have Grey in the Dark. Vanda, what's going on in Grey in the Dark? Do you even remember? I can't at this moment. I don't. What was happening?
Oh yes, we are about to unleash the tentacles.
You found
eyeballs.
the undead king, but he has tentacles from the other side coming through, and it's rough. Also, that game's all in black and white because it's noir. Check it out.
Murder hobo time.
Yeah, they definitely have come into a place, and they're like, well, are we going to kill this guy in his house? I guess so. So that's game on Tuesday, and then on Friday, we have a very special and crazy session of Blood from a Stone. It's going to be a solo session. Medina Lake found an album called Blood from a Stone and started looking at the liner notes, and she saw the woman she was looking for in it, Miss Wendy Raven, and then she found herself in a bathroom wearing 70s clothes as someone's banging on the door, and she looked in the mirror, and she wasn't herself, she was Wendy. So, Quantum Leap solo session back to an album being recorded in the late 70s. This is going to be a fun one. I'm really excited about this.
I feel flavors of Russian Doll in there.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of like Russian Doll Season 2. Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, check that out. It's some fun stuff. And then one week from tonight will either be this again or our other game. So yeah, please follow us here on Twitch or subscribe if you are able. Go to our Discord, Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, thanks everyone who raided today and who were active in chat. We really appreciate all that fun participation and everything. Do we have other things? We have other things to plug and talk about and mention that we're doing.
Jed?
I'll kick it off.
Yay!
Because I got a big event coming up starting tomorrow. So I play Raid Shadow Legends. I do CC stuff for that. I do YouTube content. And I have a big CC event, big content creator event. So there's 7 other content creators that are going to be on my channel. We're going to be doing a draft for Hydra, which is one of the bosses in this game. It's super fun. It's more, it's a lot like this. A bunch of, friends getting together and bullshitting while we, make some very serious choices about a very fictional game. So it's a pretty good time all in all. And we're going to have head-to-head events all week long. Like we're going to have one on Thursday, on Friday, on Monday, and then I think on the following Thursday. So for like 2 weeks, we're going to be doing this. So even if you can't be there live, it's at 8 p.m. UTC on Monday. That's 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 4 p.m. on the East Coast. Even if you can't be there for that, it is on YouTube, so you can catch it as a VOD. It's a live stream, so even if you don't catch it live, you can watch it later. So it's a great fun way to do things. So it's a lot of fun, takes a lot of work, and I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. So do that.
What's the name of your channel? There you go.
Deadwood Jedi. Deadwood Jedi. That's what you're looking for on YouTube. Deadwood Jedi. If you want to find me on Twitch, Deadwood Jedi. Twitter, Deadwood Jedi.
That's nice that you've got them all.
That's pretty much it. Got 'em
Yeah.
all.
lame
I got 'em all,
ones.
baby. Instagram, all of that stuff.
Our
I do
Instagram is
Instagram,
long lost
but I
for
have it.
RPG. I hate it. It's really
Yeah,
Does
not
somebody
sad.
have long lost lore?
Yeah.
Oh. Or do they use it actively?
No.
You can write Instagram. I wrote Instagram and I got Eat Happy Kitchen because they weren't using it.
Wow.
And speaking of,
Oh, that was an amazing segue. Ah,
Damn.
that was
delicious
like an advice brag or something. That was amazing.
yeah, my delicious sauces, Eat Happy Kitchen sauces, are finally on the shelves of Gelson's. All Gelson's in the SoCal area. So we're now at Gelson's, Pavilions, and Lassen's. And we're pitching a whole bunch of other grocery store chains around the country. But if you live in SoCal, please go buy the sauce. You will be supporting what might be the smallest business on the shelves at the grocery store.
Yeah, I would probably.
How about the
and
spices?
They're delicious.
Spices are at Handy Market, which is in
Oh, awesome. I love Handy Market.
Burbank. Thank you, Jed. And thank you, Pierce, for posting about that, too.
Oh yeah. And if you're not in SoCal, you can always order it from the website, right?
Oh, yeah. I do sell it on a website called eathappykitchen.com. Good. I'm good at marketing.
Just talk to Elon. It's just as long as it's disrupting, you're fine.
I know. He's disrupting the marketplace.
Very cool. Pierce?
Yeah. I just started it again today. So if you would like to hear me read a children's book from my youth, I have begun once again reading the Animorph book series. I'm going to do it on Sundays from 9 a.m. to about noon is usually when I get through one of them and wrap it up. So we read book 9, so I'll be on book 10, The Android.
Are you reading on Twitch?
Yeah. So
That's
it's just on
awesome.
my channel, Pierce Likes Things. I just sit here and read and do some rather poor voice work in inconsistent character voices. So if that sounds great to you, come on and join in.
And I gotta say, I
Cried on stream today, so if you want to see me cry some, that could happen.
See, I pitched a different show to him, which is the same show, but it's not out loud.
Yeah, he just wanted me to sit for 3 hours and just
read a book and occasionally make answers, or make noises.
oh wow.
Yeah. Also, if that's how a person reads, I am very concerned about that. If that's a person's reading style, is to just sit there and just, oh wow.
I did not see that coming.
Shocking. I'm into it. Well, yeah, Vanda, you want to talk about anything, or do you any TV shows that are good?
Yes, Barry and Perry Mason on HBO. And Mrs. Maisel, I think it's on Prime.
It is on Prime. Those are all good shows. I watch all those. If anyone ever recommends a thing I don't watch, I'm mad, even though I also want to know about it, But I'm also like, how dare you recommend a thing?
Did I tell you about the lady on Perry Mason? That
About
she
what?
was into that. Where we were talking about who put the ring into the box.
Well,
The
don't
goat that
talk
put
about the
Oh.
spoilers for the show in
Spoilers.
case people want to watch. Perry
Anyway.
Mason. But
I called it.
I'm going to start
Yeah, it was-
recommending Scientology.tv now that they have their own network. Start recommending their shows.
No.
Wouldn't
I
it
keep
be-
getting ads for it
Yes.
Here's
every
the thing,
single
though.
YouTube break.
Like, if you were Scientology.tv, like, you should make one, like, really good show so that, like, people, like feel compelled to, oh, God.
Oh, by the
Dark.
way, do you guys know they have a big new church here in North Hollywood?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
Or Burbank.
that's a,
That new?
it's not super new, but I think they, like, might have done some
They just
big
revamped-
renovations
A
on
few
it and
years old
stuff.
only?
Yeah.
Yeah, they redid the front of it.
Well, yeah. Well, on that cool note,
I was just thinking, I did this show right before pandemic, because you said Scientology should do one like good show so that people watch it, right?
yeah.
I did this show. It was an Orson Scott Card novel that they made into a series called Extant.
Okay.
You guys know this?
Oh
one?
yeah.
So I was the voice of the yellow drone that's in the episodes, and it was well done. Like it was well done, but it was on Brigham Young TV or something. So it was like so random that I was like,
so interesting.
I know. I was like
Right,
fascinated by it. not that I'm equating Mormonism with Scientology. I have no judgment. You do you. That's all
fair.
I'm gonna say. But
That's
it was an
fair.
interesting thing to
You
be
know,
like.
it's all made
well,
up and the
they were
points
like-
don't matter. You
They
know?
were like, "Will you help us publicize the show?" I was like, "I don't know."
Maybe I might just good job on it, but I might just yeah.
Great show, guys.
Well, hey, look at the time. Gotta
I'm sure you can stream it somewhere.
Oh
Maybe.
goodness. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. This was delightful. I really enjoyed XigXag dancing. Really enjoyed Tongar talking about apples. Really enjoyed Shishu asking Buku on a date.
And then
Really?
canceling it immediately.
Immediately rejected.
But I also just have to say that Buku's reaction to that wooden hammer is
That's
delightful.
amazing.
Everybody, thank
Yeah.
you so much for watching. Until next time,
Perfect.
never, ever give in to dragony. That wasn't a good one.
What?
The sign-offs on this one are always really bad. Don't be dragging your heels. Have I ever had a sign off for this? Does this happen every session of this?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Every
well
opening
then,
and every ending.
in
Yeah,
that
31
case,
times.
until next time, have a